The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning. You have time to change your life? Really, I'm serious. I don't understand why people bring the pain home, jack up their credit, screw up things, and wonder why. I don't understand why you're not to the $1 million dream. I did it at 14 and a half. I don't understand why you're not a billionaire through corporate structure. I did 2.6 billion at 26. This isn't hard to do. But again, what did you do? You follow a bunch of sheep and ducks and you got stuck. Because if you follow stupid, you end up doing stupid, and you're not stupid. So let's get you to shake it up and wake it up just a little bit today. I'm Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit. You see, I broadcast 6 days a week. I've been broadcasting 6 days a week in front of people for 45 years. My wife always called this my hobby. See, most people hire me per hour, it's $3,000 or $25,000 a day. Now, listen and learn today. I'm going to teach you how to play the game. Now, there's no pictures, there's no recording because I said so. I need you to put it here. The reality is you have to have it habit for me. So the bottom line, no pictures, no recording. And I want to show you, I'm online 6 days a week. I like goodies. What's this? What is in my hand? What is it? What? You going to say it's a $5 bill? It's not a $5 bill. It's a note. It's not even a note. This is freedom. Money doesn't buy you happiness. That's in your heart and your mind. But basically money, what does it buy? Freedom, a choice to choose what you really want to do. Now today I'm going to teach you how to play. I pray you let me coach you the rest of the way. Now I got a couple problems. First of all, I was born in a taxi, all right, in Gardena Hospital. On the way there, she threw me in a trash can and she didn't want me. So I got to be with Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. So the bottom line is I got a sad story, but nobody gives a crap. Nobody ever did. All right, walking on the pier at 3 years old, eating out of a trash can. They didn't pay attention. I was in their way. Your goal today and your journey begins now. You ready to play? Gonna have fun. I want you to look behind the curtain. What did you do about personal credit? You listened to your friends and family, and you followed dumb, and you end up doing dumb too. I'll show you things you should have known all along, by the way. And the biggest problem is you brought the pain home, most of you. And that bottom line sucks. So let's understand how to play. Take out your personal credit cards, personal wallet, your purse today. Come on, take them out now. I don't know if you want to get to millionaire. The biggest problem is you. You're in your own way. So I'm going to show you what I did, and I set up the system you play with every day. I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough. He was security chief at TRW, then became a Asperian. TRW stood for Thou Reports Wrong. Thomas Raymond Woolridge. So guess what? Take your cards out of your purse right now, or your pocket, or your wallet. I want you to put a sticky. You want me to send you some stickies? Okay. So the goal is on that sticky is the rules and tools. Write down the limit of the card. Maintain 25% always, never past 29%. That's the goal. See, if you did exactly what I said, and these is $100,000 right in my hand, 50,000 a piece, that give you 71,000 of safety credit. All right, why? When blank hits the fan, lost your job, or pandemic, you build your line of defense. This jacking up your credit going up and down, this is crap. Crap. You brought the pain home you never had to in the first place. See, what did you do? You jacked up your credit, you dropped your score, can't get any more, and you couldn't write up diddly squat. What's now? You gonna hire one of those credit repair flaky companies to be ripped off for $100 plus a month for a couple years, still have shitty credit? Or you really want to play? So understand, here's a corporation, it's chapter 18. All right, maybe you have a corporation too. Oh, goody for you. You hired an attorney, a CPA, or incorporating service. You spent thousands for a damn piece of paper that's free and didn't learn diddly squat. All right, I think you got ripped off, by the way. Let's understand. Let's read this together. It says a corporation is a legal person. Wow. Now what are you going to do? I know you watch TikTok. I watched a little TikTok too, and then Google, and then basically YouTube. You got to get an LLC. You got to do this. You got to do this. You got to do this, or you get your kids work here, tax writers. Like, stop the bullshit. This is all crap. All right. The only thing that matters is the corporation. Yes, is a legal person. Next is how you receive the money as a tax ID. No taxes due till you're profitable. I don't give a shit of what type of corporation you get in the beginning. Because what happens is it says that you can sue or be sued. Don't worry, when your corporation is sued, you're screwed up. Yeah, you are. Isn't that fun? Because you're the incorporator, you're the officer, you're the statement of information. So let's understand. Your banks and grocery stores and cities know how to play. Your problems, you like bringing the pain home, I guess. Because Bank of America bankrupt 5,000 locations. Their parent company has called branch numbers. Branch number is a subsidiary. It's a corp. And they bankrupt the hell out of 5,000 of these suckers, and they get a tax credit. We're in front of you while you go home and go, boo-hoo-hoo. You see, you didn't learn to play. Chase Bank. I mean, B of A got indicted last week for $100 million. Week before that, it was Chase. 2 weeks before that was Wells Fargo. So if you don't learn to play and get your defensive circle, that's on you. So let's basically understand. Corporation is your starting point. And I heard this at 7.5 years old. I was lucky while I was being used and abused by Mrs. Hope and her son David. I paid attention. They said a corporation's a legal person at that poker game. I wrote it down. They told me I was weird. Probably true. I rolled my little bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department, library next door. Ma'am, what does this mean? She was mean. She was rude. She walked away. Then she came back. Here's a mock of it. Here's a book. She was a I read the book. Then I got pissed off and said, there's got to be a way. See, the biggest problem you got in this world today, doesn't matter what you're watching, what you're listening to. If you don't know the rules and tools, it's all BS. But understand today, it's very simple. Okay? There's no blueprint unless you get me. I'm your blueprint. By the way, I rode my bicycle. You know what I did for 2 years because there's no blueprint? I went back for 2 years and I basically created my own little blueprint. You see, I wanted out of hell. All right, being used and abused as a kid sucks. So what did I do? I sent away my little money order to the Secretary of State of California, and I got a corporation at 9.5 years old. I was kind of guessing and understanding what and how to play. You know what happened to me next? It came back. I'm the founder of the original Helping Hand Industries. I got $100,000 of credit in the mail. See, cards in the mail, kind of fun. I keep them in little books like this. See, here's the problem. Back in the 70s and 80s, people got credit in the mail without applying for credit. Then a bunch of idiots, stupid people started using their SSN. And everybody followed like ducks and sheep being stupid too. We're going to show you the basic rules and how to get there. Is that okay if you pay attention to me? I even got named in the movie Dave. Now, what happened at 12 and a half shook me up too. You see, I got named in a lawsuit. It was terrible. See, I started the first Orange County Blind Center. My little friend on that commercial was blind. I want to teach you art of Braille. And then I got named in a lawsuit. Boo-hoo. Because they sued the corp, they sued me, just like they'll sue you. What did I do next? You see, understand. The word Braille belongs to the Braille Institution. So what I want you to think about is today, when you blow your nose on Kleenex, it's actually called tissue. When you use Velcro, it's not Velcro, it's called hook and loop. So I had to master trade names, trademarks, and copyrights. I learned to play that game too. So I understand what I had to do is create something that's foolproof. It doesn't matter if you go to Shark Tank and this and that, and all the blah, 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 without the rules and tools, you're a duck and a sheep. You're at the mercy of other people. Maybe you'll create your own defensive circle like I tell you to do. I created division process in 85, 86. So understand, when I say never bring the damn pain home, I mean it. Why would you ever bring the pain home? Are these turned up loud enough today? Oh, I'm sorry. When I was a kid, they said, you don't put all your eggs in one basket. I asked what that meant, and all the grown-ups kept going, bunch of dummies. So what did I do? I had to create a system for them. So let's think about something today. You got a corporation, oh goody for you. On the Secretary of State's website, it's got your name on it. When they sue the corp, they sue you. Now you're sued and screwed up. Unless you have division process. But that's up to you. I invented that in 85, 86. So the next thing they said, put all your ducks in a row. What does that mean? I asked the grown-ups too. They couldn't answer the damn question. Here's a corporation with 3 divisions and $1 million of credit, and we never bring the pain home. Is that okay? You got it yet so far? Now I want you to write down see it. Write down see it. Go ahead. Hopefully you got your tab and pen. You write down today's date because I'm going to change your life. I'd like to coach you for the next 3 to 6 months. I want to get you to millionaire. Would that be okay if you pay attention? And I'll treat you like you're 2.5 years old. So let's talk about your house today. You got a house. Oh, goody for you again. Escrow, close, homestead, trust. Escrow, close, homestead, trust. Well, you don't have a house. I'll choose you to get one of those too. From now on in the future, the next house, you're buying it through a trust. So nobody knows it's yours. All right, silly people. I don't understand that. The next, your car. You have a car. Oh, goody. No matter when you look at social media or the billboards on that, the freeway, or those attorney bloodsuckers on TV, they want to sue everybody. Registered owner. The car, by the way you bought it, got sweated for 3 to 5 hours and treated like a duck and a sheep is kind of silly and dumb. You lost, what, in 10,000 plus 9 inquiries? Let's write down the right way to do this. We're going to what? Tax ID, fleet price, division. Division, tax ID, fleet price. We're going to learn to play. Is that okay with you today? Now, money. How the hell am I going to get any money? How are you going to get any money? You're going to get a job. Oh, good. You work for somebody else. I think that's kind of stupid. That's your problem. You want to be a duck and a sheep, be an employee. That's okay. Now, understand. Are you going to get a raise? You're going to win the lottery like someone did yesterday? Oh, what are you going to do? Oh, you're going to jack up your credit, screw it all up. Or you already did that, most of you. How about we understand corporate credit in a system that I developed years ago, and it gave me instant cash credit reports, Experian, Trandio, and Equifax. Legitimately, we get the money. We have to write it all off. So let's understand something today. If I have an SSN from the SS5, I'm tax, and probate when I'm dead. And they reach in the grave, take that too, because when you die, the time of death is for the state and federal government, not for your family. Oh, over here, the corporation. All right, as long as you pay the bills, you get to pay them first. Then you pay tax on the leftover. No leftover, no tax. Over here, they get taxed before you get the leftover. You see, you got to learn to play, but that's up to you. Next thing, we have to get residual income. Can you write that down too? Here's the problem with the world today. And I'm saying the whole world, not just you. People who have money are stupid. I'm going to make sure I don't give everything to my kids. I got to do their hard knocks too. They're not letting the next generation take over. When I sat with Mr. Buffett a long time ago having a root beer float, I told him flat out, I'm leaving less than $1 million to the irrevocable trust, and then everything to the corporation. I'm going to give it away. You see, the reality is it's simple. But you see, I train my children to take over for daddy. So let's understand today, write down 750 score. I can build your credit up and away and get you to 750 in 90 working days and guarantee it too. And then we have to write down, see it, believe it. See, here's the problem. As a pastor, which I am, I try to help people, and they want to say, well, God doesn't answer my prayers to me. You're supposed to do your best, and God does the rest. You sit there going, me, nothing happens. He expects you to move, see it, believe it, go get it. Can you write it down, please? Now, if you don't have the house, here's what I did when I came out from a coma and stole my life. I used Pathlight. We leased the house. All right. And then like they said, we can buy whatever house we want. They purchased a house that my wife picked. Anaheim Hills, 4 bedrooms, bonus room, and a pool and spa, and 3-car garage. Made her happy. Happy wife, happy life. And then they basically leased it after they purchased the one we picked, and then they converted it to a mortgage. Is that okay if you start to pay attention today? Now, I got a foolproof program to get you a millionaire. I mean, I'll even guarantee it. Bottom line is up to you. Here's some clients. All right, you ever recognize Dr. Lucky or maybe Arnold? How about Superman for Gold's Gym? How about college professor Biola University? Glenn lived in his car for 3 years. I gave him a raise 360. New house, building, business for $1 million, and a new car. Wow. Here's Giovanni, $1.6 million. Little Karen, that's how to get properties in Long Beach through the division process. Oh, she got $1.2 million in 9 months. Oh, we got to help people coming out of prison too. Here's Freeway Dickie Ross. Get him gold and platinum cards. Then he tells me he was an expert in credit. What a joke. And then he doesn't like me now. Oh, well, boo-hoo. Who really cares? I don't. Now, here's Thomas. Thomas was in prison for basically 26 years. He came out, and you know what I did for him in 8 months? I personally held his hand on a weekly basis. I coached him. I got him $100,000 of credit. Got him brand new dump trucks doing millions a year. Would you like me to do that for you? Simple. Now, until you understand the facts and the rules and tools, I don't think you can get where you want to go. We have to look at President Franklin D. Roosevelt. He had the Gold Reserve Act. Okay, so let's write that down. Let's understand what happened then. You and I, we got our Social Security cards through an SS5 form from the IRS, and then they basically did that at 14 to 16 years old. Next step was Mama at the hospital ever since Nixon took the gold standard out in 71. See, every woman within an hour and a half to 2 hours is handed an SS5 form. So she can sign that for the SSN so the baby gets a Social Security card, and they can bond the baby up to $35 million apiece and print some more money. That's how it works. You see, the biggest problem is you don't understand, and that's your biggest mistake you made for you. You have an SS5 that equals SSN and a 1040 tax return. Had nothing to do with credit purposes in the first place, and you only get one. It's a lonely number. So one chance not to screw up. Wow, we the people. So we get our SSN, and they tax our income. They get paid before we get paid, and we earn the money. Got it? You get the leftover, and it's tax, and probate till you're dead. Now, we got to compare the SS4. So here we got SS5 and SS4, both IRS. So what do we look to do? Banks and grocery stores, bankrupt branch numbers, and cities too. So if we master the forms and the rules and tools, so let's pay attention. It says legal name of entity. You see it right there? Or individual person. So if I put your name on line 1, I can build you a cash credit report today. Now. But again, you got to learn to play. So here's an SS5 equals SSN and a 1040 tax return. And that's tax till we're dead. Over here, we get an SS4. Then you're responsible to file the 1120, known as a tax ID. So you never had to bring the pain home in the first place. You chose to follow stupid people that you've been doing something stupid. You're not stupid, but you followed stupid who made you do something stupid. I don't understand stupid. You understand stupid yet? So now if you're one of those tax protesters and you don't want to pay tax, I'm not going to pay tax, so good, you go to prison. Get the hell out of the way. I mean, come on, Wesley Snipes went to prison for 3 years because he thought he'd get away with that shit too. Come on. It's ridiculous. So understand. Now I got to ask God to forgive me every day because I say a lot of things that maybe basically I shouldn't say, but I just have to say and be me. I run my race. I'm one of the few, not one of the many. Play the rules. By playing by the rules, these idiots that didn't file their tax return could understand a 1244, all right, form from the IRS, and that way you never have to pay any tax anyway. Isn't that fun? Almost no tax, filing one tax return with you and a basically single filing corporation. Wow! See, rules and tools, knowledge is power. Most people that say that are full of shit. Now, the lack of knowledge makes people do stupid things. You're not stupid, but you followed stupid, didn't you? So let's do this. Now, remember, I'm always going to tell you to do this. Here's your income. Here's your paycheck. It's taxed. You get the leftover, and that sucks. And you're supposed to get enough money to start a business. Oh, goody. Now, here's a corporation over here. All cash credit through the corporation and tax ID is a write-off, a full write-off. Okay. Now, from here, it's free money. So, hell, where are you going to get it anyway? You can't get it anyway or get a raise or run the lottery. But if we get the corporate credit cards, we get to write it off, but we have to maintain the payment. That's all you got to do. And the corporation and the divisions are the ducks, not you and your family. Now, understand, you're not hurting your family. Now, that's number 3. Now, from here, a division gives you the line of defense. So let's understand something. So if Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, whatever bank, grocery store, or city have a parent company managing entities, which they call subsidiaries, and they bankrupt those and get a tax credit in front of you, you keep bringing the damn pain home because you allowed yourself to be a duck and won. So the divisions give you the line of defense. There's $1 million. From here, you're building a legacy for you and your family. Is that okay? Now, let's look at a different one. The United States of America Incorporated gets 50 corps. They call them states. States get corporations called cities. And then they invent a Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. So they can bankrupt the shit out of debts and stay in business in front of you. You could do the same thing without bringing the pain home if you want to, with no intent to do fraud. Because we, the people, corporation's a legal person. Stop bringing the pain home. So understand, I created a division process because it scared the hell out of me being named in a lawsuit at 12 and a half years old. I wanted a second chance in case I screwed up too. Can you write down 9 divisions, please? I want you to have 9 lives like a cat. I want you to write down division of me. We're going to look at that form one more time. Legal name of entity or individual person. I can put your name there. A corporation, a division, or a subsidiary. So that way I can build a corporate umbrella. Would that be okay if I do it for you? And I basically teach you how to play and hand you the damn keys too? Because the way you've done it so far, your age, it sucks, in my opinion. So let's look at a Lamborghini part of the collection. Here's the keys. Boom, boom. It's an LP 640. It's worth $1 million. $6,800 a month. Okay. So if I buy the Lamborghini and I can't pay it, the creditor takes it away. And now I got shitty credit too. But you know what happens? They report it to the IRS and they give me a 1099-C. So now I have double shitty credit. Well, that sucks. How about the corporation? Let's buy it through the corporation, Ray. When they sue the corp, they still sue me or sue you. That's stupid too. Now here's the way to solve a problem. As Mr. Steve Jobs said, I was the greatest lateral thinker ever met in his life. Maybe true. What did I do? About the Lamborghini through a division of a corporation. Now, I showed you SSN versus SS4, remember? So we guarantee it from a division of us. All right. And basically, I have no intent to do fraud. But if I can't have a problem and I can't pay, I got to basically do the 3-step. Write it down. I invented it for me. You can use it too. I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate. I can pull that sucker over here while I maintain my other businesses. I can dissect the piece. I got to try to fight to save it. If I can't save it within 6 months, I'm going to do what the federal law says, public record. Under the Federal Protection Act, I'm going to bankrupt the hell out of it, throw the sucker away, and never bring the pain to the corporate, my family. Why would anybody bring the pain home? Isn't that stupid? All right, no wonder the world's all screwed up for stupid people, falling stupid people. Oh, well, what can I say? So here's the building. When we sign the lease, it's a division, and you guarantee it's a division of you, because if something screws up, you're not the sheep or the duck. Next, every property you ever get, you don't know who's going to slip and fall and try to sue you. Screw you too. Now, basically, I'm sorry, the tickety talk, I watch it too. YouTube, basically, and Google, that's great stuff. But the bullshit about the LLC and the tax and this and that, and calling me, I like this idiot yesterday. If you win the lottery, you got to basically do it through a trust. California law says it has to be given to a legal live person, not a friggin' trust, idiot. I mean, there's so many stupid people talking out their butts. So understand, bottom line is, when money comes into the SS4, it's not taxable until it's profitable. That's the most important thing you need to know, not about what type of corporation you're going to get. Now, the next thing is this. Under the Fair Lending Act, a card can be turned into 99 sisters, which creates $100 million of credit. So I want you to have 9 divisions. Is it okay? Let's do it again. Here's the Lamborghini. I'm going to replace you and your liability as a division of a corporation, so you're no longer a duck and a sheep. If it screws up, I'm going to do the 3-step. I'm going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. And if I have to bankrupt the hell out, I will, but I have no intent to defraud. We get to play. That's fun. Replace you in an SS4. You don't have to be stressed out anymore. You can maintain the 750 score. Isn't that the goal anyway? So let's understand. I want to build you a corporate umbrella. Can you allow me to do it for you, please? I don't want you to do much, because everything you've done so far didn't get you to $1 million to $1 billion. All right, so I want to do it for you. Is that okay? We're going to build that corporate umbrella for you. Now, I want you to verify what I tell you is true. Go to the Secretary of State's website today. If you have a corporation, look at the corp. You're the incorporator. You're on the officer's statement of information, and you probably were dumb enough at the time to use your home address. 87% of people do. How did I get on the robocall list, Ray? How did I get on the junk mail list too? I mean, come on. How stupid would it be to use your home address when you shouldn't do that anyway? But we got to have you change it to a mailbox, etc., please. You're not stupid, but you've been doing some stupid things. We're going to repackage it. We're going to do it my way. So what happens today? When I was a kid, they said, put your ducks in a row. And I asked what that meant. They couldn't answer the question for me. So a corporation gets sued. They sue you. You're a duck and a sheep, and that sucks. And you brought the pain home. Why don't you have the line of defense? Why don't you listen? Let me rebuild you, please. So understand 2 per each item. Now, from there, remember, no intent to do fraud. You're going to create a resolution of intent. Write down resolution of intent. You need to create one of those, and I show you exactly in my level 1 class on Saturday when I do that too, as we do it on Wednesday or Saturday. So here's a corp. Anything goes wrong, it's a division. If you have a corporation and a tax ID today, let me add history to that tax ID, and I get you a card up to 100,000. Then if you allow me, I'll get you 9 more cards. I'll build you $1 million if that's what you want. Each entity can have separate liability, and you can actually learn to play the game and learn to win. I designed my system to get $150,000 of checkbook money per entity and $100,000 card. That's why it's $250 per entity. Now, if we just only do 100,000, well, there's your first $1 million. I'll take any corporate card I get you, and I'll daisy chain one for 9 more if you want, but I charge $1,000 per card to do that. From there, we get to play. Corporate credits are write-off. Personal credit's not. Here's a 750. Let's see. Here's a $100 million building across the street from South Coast Plaza Mall I obtained. Here's a $1 million Lamborghini, one of the mansions, one of the $5 million mansions, and a $1 million race boat. They all have my name on it. I obtained it. Why haven't you? Are these turned up today? I don't know why you brought the paint home in the first place. When I build you the first 100,000, we turn that into $1 million. You got one source called Ray Reynolds, me. And if you let me, I'll make sure you never bring the paint home again. But I understand I like goodies. You like goodies yet? Would you like to be the next corporate millionaire? It's not hard to do. I do it every day for people like you. So if you let me add you to my credit system, what's your goal? Why don't we take the calendar and dissect it this year right now, because you're in your third quarter. You're running out of time. How many working days you have left? I'm online 6 days a week. I've been in person or online 6 days a week for 45 years. My last and final year is this year. So I want you to think about something. I have these in person in Zooms. It's basically a 1 hour conference meeting with people. I just finished up one yesterday and we built $5 million of credit. Would that be okay with you? And they have residual income of $300,000 a month. They're pretty good. When they first started, they had a 570. They had shitty credit. I like rebuilding people. That's why my wife calls it my hobby. Can you write down credit loan money, please? See, anything above 10,000 on corporate credit, cash credit, doesn't usually show up on personal reports. It's all tax ID based. If we take a $100,000 card from Wells Fargo, all right, and we basically take that 100,000, we put it back in Wells Fargo's bank account, and then we're going to learn borrow money is not taxable. We're going to reference 3 times 5. Write down reference 3 times 5. We're going to have Wells Fargo give us up to $1.5 million of a line of credit. Your corporation buys a franchise as a division, buys an apartment complex. It builds this parent company to manage pieces in case there's a piece that goes bad. And what you get to do is build residual income. So the faster I take 100,000 credit card for you, build it for you, and turn it to $1.5 million. Up to that, would that be okay? That's up to $50,000 of positive cash flow per month, which none of you are actually creating. You're working your tail off making money. You're working the job or the business, great. Have you created residual income yet? That's the biggest mistake 90% of people never do. So maybe it's a Section 8 property. Okay, they got them for $35,000 to $75,000 brand new properties in 14 states. You know the down payment for this property? It's $5,000. Take it off a card. It's $50 a month. If you want 3, that's $150 a month. And now you build residual income. This state, that's $260,000. So we can do the same thing, same deposits, $5,000. So maybe you do the real estate to build the residual income. Now, you Section 8, or you have a company managing for you. Either way, it works. So here we got residual income. Is that okay? If we get up to $50,000 a month residual income and have fun? So let's understand today. I'd like you to look in the mirror for 5 minutes, stare at yourself, and then ask yourself, what did you do yesterday to get to the $1 million dream? Your response probably is, not a damn thing. Okay, let's see. See, you keep running this rerun and doing the same shit again every day, and then life passes you by. Why don't you get the list that comes out every Monday? The repo list for car, boat, house, apartment complex, duplex, probate list, divorce list, bankruptcy list. Why don't we sell products, supply, and vendor? Write these down, because you can't take a picture and you can't record, because I said so. Corporation, $1 million each division. Corporation, checkbook money, every division. Supply and vendor credit. If you do what I tell you to do, by the time you turn around, you probably have a $10 million company. But the problem I have still is you. You're the biggest problem in your own damn way. Don't think, just do. All right, so understand goals. All right, I like making a money-making machine. Why don't we get 100,000 to 1 million supply and vendor credit, maybe sell computers or something. We don't have to pay a bill up to 90 days. By the way, this is called OPM money, other people's money, and I'm the original OPM from years ago. And Dun & Bradstreet, I wrote the rules for that too. We get to play. Why don't you sell products on Amazon and eBay? It's easy to do. So let's understand. If you're not in one of my packages right now, click it. Go ahead and click it. Take a picture. Certain pages I'll say it's okay. Unlimited. So here's the ultimate. You get a phone call with me, so blueprinting. You're going to get 90 days of level 1, 2, 3 in specialty classes. And based on what you want to invest, that's the bonus cash credit you would get. So now you can basically decide, hey, if you want me to rebuild your life and do it right away. Next, if all you want is workshops after you get done with 90 days, all right, every 90 days, each one of those are $1,000 each. During the broadcast, I give you all $999 for all right, level 1, 2 in specialty class, if it's Zelle during the broadcast. If you want just a line of credit added to your business, click, there you go. There's discounts for you today too. Now, the next thing we look at this, 1 call, 3 calls, 7 calls, or 26 calls. Would you like me to be your coach and blueprint you too on a weekly basis? Now, if you want $1 million of credit, I charge 10%. So I'll build you $1 million of credit, all right, $100,000, so what's going to cost you. From there, if you paid full, it's $50,000. I'm going to give you $45,000 of bonuses, all right, to make sure you have all the pieces. You're stuck with me on a weekly base. And from there, no bonuses, it's $30,000. You can also put $10,000 down, and then you can pay monthly payments as I build you up and away to the $1 million dream. You can actually use the credit to pay me. So there you go. I'm only putting 10 people in that. Only have a couple spots left anyway. So let's understand something today. Why don't you stop doing your life the way you do it? I'm sorry, I think what you do is wrong. You keep watching the Lucy show, having a rerun, I guess. So why don't we play? Let me build your corporate credit up to $1 million. And why don't you start being an investor? Investing the credit, 10% at least, to build residual income up to $50,000 a month. Not just for you, it's for the corporation. So when you're dead, your family can take it over too. Now you're going to leave a real legacy. Wouldn't that be kind of fun? Now, here's a program. It's the Elite. This is for 10 people. I only have 4 left anyway. So it's basically because now this year and the rest of all next year. Next year I start my radio and TV show, so I can't do the 6 days a week anymore. Any and all classes that I do. Weekly video conferencing with the group. And then from there, weekly calls, you're stuck with me. And I do the rapid rescore from basically now until next year. Now understand, I want you to fly in if you're not in California, and we're going to sit down for a couple hours, and we're going to work on your blueprint once a month in my conference room. But if you can't come in and fly, then we'll be Zooming it too. I want you to work on that blueprint with me, because I'm going to re-blueprint your life and rebuild you my way, because I think your way sucks, to be honest with you. So I'm going to teach you how to take personal, business, and division credit and work on projections. What limits to ask for. I'm going to talk to your creditors for you. All right, daisy chain up to $5 million, and then for increasing your limits too. This package is $25,000. It's not for everybody. We're going after $5 million, and we're going to coach you, me and you personally, for 1.5 years. So the bottom line is building up to $50,000 a month residual income. So again, it's basically I had 10 available. I now have 4 left. But again, it depends on you. So take a picture of this page too. If you Zelle anything like deposits or pay for something, Ray Reynolds recipient, that's me. Ray@raisecredit.com. You don't put a phone number, you put an email address. You always write down on a Zelle RW what you Zelle for. Bank transfer, deposit, or wire. If you ever want to use a debit card or a credit card, you just call 800-254-9506 during a webinar to get the discount. If it's after the webinar, start talking, you don't get the discount. You blew your chance for getting a bigger discount. So I like to make you a millionaire. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? I only show goodies I obtained. It's kind of fun. Would you like some goodies too? Now let's understand. I actually have everything I've ever wanted. I brought in $2.6 billion in corporate structure at 26. Haven't had a paycheck for 30 years. Why would I want one of those? And the bottom line is every time I hear some idiot say white men can't jump, I hold the record for the fastest and highest kick on the planet Earth. White men do jump, just stupid people say we don't. I kicked out the lights at night because the Guinness Book of Records guy kind of pissed me off. He asked for the wires and aluminum building. And then wherever you come from, doesn't matter. You see, doesn't matter if you're born in a taxi, you out of a trash can at 3 like me. you can accomplish your goal. The only thing in your way is you. So my first car at 14 and a half years old, I bought it from an auction. It was a Quintos Lamborghini. I drove it to Orange Coast College. I didn't go to high school. That would have been a waste of time for me. So I don't hear no. When they say no, I say thank you. I walk away and find a way anyway. See, the people who say no don't know how to play. And that's their problem. And you follow no's all the time. No wonder you did something silly and dumb. Now, the lack of knowledge is simple. Oh, it's a stupidity of man or woman. People aren't stupid, but they sure bring the damn pain home. So today, I want you to know I've been the #1 consultant for 30 plus years, personal business credit. So you have 1,000 steps you have to master. 1,000 steps. You have to become a certified CFO. You have to learn to play. Now, if you don't have an IRS account, I want you to go irs.gov today. I want you to watch your tax returns. That way you always know anything happening to you. Be on top of the game. Next, this, I don't understand people. In 2019, I was hired. They paid me $25,000 for my day. They have all these other experts going blah, blah, blah. They're not listening. So I said, because my question they gave me was, what would you do and leave millions and billions to somebody? That'll be stupid. Why would you do that? You don't leave money to anybody. The corporation, you let them be an officer and control the money, not to pay any friggin' tax. God rest his soul. He died at 78 years old, Samson. All right, he was worth $26 trillion, by the way. And then his son lied and got indicted for 5 years. They paid $10 billion inheritance tax being stupid. They didn't listen to me. Maybe I can get you to listen to me today. It'd be kind of fun. So the Ray Reynolds University, all right, basically I already paid the tax. My kids, they're not going to get the $10 billion that's left in the corporation. They're on the officers list. They're the puppet masters. Daddy already paid the tax. I'll be damned if I let them be tax again. That's called stupid. We're not stupid. All right, the biggest thing in your life, what was your legacy? What did you get from your family? Zero? Me too. Now, I feel bad because she was great, but the reality is, the people around her kept stealing money too, and she didn't do it the right way as far as I'm concerned. But again, here's the problem with her 3 sons. They're fighting over her money. By the time they get their little piece here and there, all right, the bottom line is she's just a memory. She didn't really leave the legacy, all right, to take over. But again, that's just because it's money. So let's do this today. You see, you're going to die. So am I. I already died once and came back. So we have some choices today. Did you know a corporation lives forever? Why don't we build our corporations so our children are trained to take them over? So they don't have to go through all the BS that most of the people do today. I mean, all the people are doing it wrong anyway. I'm right, they're wrong, they're stupid, and I'm not. Legacy. Why don't we do this today? Write down irrevocable trust. Write down UCC1. See, your house has a deed of trust, your car has a pink slip. Got it? So what happens is, there's an owner to that. The stuff in your house or office should be listed on the UCC1. You should record it at the county recorder's office and turn it into a chattel mortgage and list it to the irrevocable trust. You see, when I'm dead, I know where my goodies go because I'm not going to have my family pay tax. That'd be stupid of me, and I'm not stupid. So you have 3 things to live by, 3 rules for life. It's simple. We have to plan the problem, we have to plan to live, and we have to plan to die. You got your 3-step right there too. Now, I like building credit for anything you invest. When people give me money for the programs in the corporation, all right, what do? I usually give them up to 10 times money that they invested. See, for 45 years, you invest $1,000, I give you $5,000 to $10,000 back in personal business credit. I take away your BS excuses. Better than being in Vegas. All right, and basically it's going to be up to you to pay attention to. So let's understand. Draw the diagram in front of you. Bank of America has bank of over 5,000 locations now. They got a tax credit. Chase Bank too. So that's a corporation owning a corp. That's called subsidiary. And I create a division process more privately. So I want you to understand. We can even look at Sam's Club plays the game, Geico. Hell, they ran out of California last year when they changed the insurance rules. But then the next thing we have to look at basically Geico, Sam's Club in the cities. Your goal should be number 1, Stop bringing the pain home because it's stupid to do that. Number 2, become a certified CFO for you. And number 3, reprogram your brain to millionaire status too. Now, I created a blueprint. My blueprint started when I was 9.5 years old. I learned to read at 2.5 years old, memorized everything because I have total recall and an IQ of 203. And the biggest problem they thought when I was in school as a kid in the 6th grade, they thought I was retarded. I'm writing in this hand and this hand, writing 2 things simultaneously and carrying on a conversation. See, both sides work. I freaked them out. I'm stupid and they're stupid, huh? Which one's stupid? Will the real one stand up? I think the teacher just didn't understand because they were being stupid. My blueprint is called See It, Believe It, Go Get It. I only show goodies I obtained. So understand today's pretty simple. Why are you sitting there on your assets? You're basically sitting there going, me. That's about it, folks. You know what? I mean, the bus doesn't move unless you put the keys in to turn it on. When are you going to get off your ass and go get it? What's wrong with you? You like being basically working for companies and basically doing that too? That kind of sucks, but it's up to you. I think you should have your own defensive circle. Why don't you let me repackage you like Humpty Dumpty? We're going to do it my way. I like my way. Draw the diagram again. Corporation managing entities. Don't bring the pain home. Put your ducks in a row and let me repackage you under the same corporation. Wouldn't that be fun? If you can actually get to millionaire to billionaire, and hell, at your age, you've been trying it all your life. Give me 3 to 6 months. I'll shake you up and wake you up too. Now, I got the TV show coming up next year. All right, come January, I'm going to be at my castle in Ireland. I've been there for 7 years. I'm going to fly 5 people with us so they can see how billionaires live in fun. But the reality is simple. I'm not available 6 days a week for my hobby anymore. So I like rich and famous people. I like presidents too. They're clients. What did you do? Simple. All right. You had your kitchen table meeting with your friends and family. Honey, we're going to start a business. Oh, goody. One of them probably said, what if something goes wrong, dear? What did you do? You hogged your cards, you jacked your score, you got stuck, couldn't get any more, can right up dilly squat. Sorry, that's called stupid. You're not stupid, but you did stupid. You see, the goal is not to bring the pain home. Never hurt the family. See, let's write down today's date and project 90 working days. I'll show you how I got some of these goodies too. You want to play pool on one of the pool tables? I got them in every piece of property. It's fun. Now, I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. Page 6 is cash flow for your time. I know someone tried to use that too, but what can I say? Here's the blueprint. I sold basically the Millionaires Founders Kit at the Bonavitcher 12-book CDs for $5,000 a set for 32 years. That was me on KNX2 and KFWB. So we get to play. So here you go. Now, understand, I'm in a coma. 2009, 14 years ago. My wife goes to the office. All right, she sees Ron with U-Haul trucks stealing my inventory. She didn't realize that was his second trip. Now, Tom, my IT guy, this shithead, sold my websites. He found out I'm in a coma. He's selling my websites, and he's selling literally, all right, basically my everything I've got. And my phone numbers too. It's like, what? Just be careful of the people around you. So I'll always cover the phone number on the CDs. I have to. Why? Because it's still a porn site. It took me 10 years to get back to RayReynoldsUniversity.com. So here you go. If you want to set for free, it's no problem. It's free to you, but we're going to charge you $99 shipping handling. We're going to be donating it to the church anyway. Now, the next thing is, if you want to learn how we got billions in real estate, you want my real estate system, how I created, Homestead Blocker, UCC One Cattle Mortgage. All right, financial series, Become the Bank, Buckets of Money, all those things too. It's about $2,000 today. All right, it's $199 if you want financial series and real estate too. Is one of the properties we obtained. Here's another one that I built. Here's another one just sold for $20 million. Bottom line, we could have fun. You like goodies yet? If you want those books, Become the Bank and Buckets of Money in real estate today too, because that's a matrix of 41 divisions, up to $190 a month positive cash flow. It's simple. You Zell RW $199, and we're going to ship it to you right away. Put your address too. But again, that's going to be up to you. So what do we get to do? Again, if you need to use a credit card or a debit card, 800-254-9506. So let's play. See, starting a business, you don't know if the people around you, employees, suppliers, creditors, and family, going to knock you off the damn cliff, are going to catch you, or you're going to fall off and die. That's up to you to learn to play. Now, me, being used and abused as a kid sucks. I have to get up at 2:25 every day when I was 2.5 years old. If I got up at 2:30, the abuser would get me. So 2:25, since that day and all my life, I wake up at 2:25. I can't sleep past that. So when I woke up today, I dropped to my knees. I said, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I go look in the mirror. See, I've been putting myself in check since day one. Your problem is you keep having a freaking rerun and just doing the same crap. And you did it wrong anyway. So I put myself in check every day. You probably listen to your friends and family, and that clouds your direction. It's kind of silly and dumb. Now, let me show what happened to me in 2009. I got 3 yachts in my backyard worth billions of dollars. I'm helping people 6 days a week. So we got one of the yachts. My wife says, I want to take out a group of people. No problem, honey. How many people? 78. Okay, we'll take the smaller yacht. Okay. What do we do? The next day, I'm in a freaking coma. I get to die at 5:41. All right. The bottom line is I can hear what's going on in the room still. It's freaky. And my tax attorney checks my wife to sign a POA. Nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. Jesus gave me a choice to stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. Now, I'm God's example. I want to show that to you today. I had to move 24 times by the time I'm 11.5 years old. Every school from Watts, Torrance, Hawthorne, and Long Beach, and Goodies, there was always a bully. You had to learn to kick it or run. I'd rather die than run. But I've been shot twice, not 6 times. So I got no excuse, but neither do you, because you met me now. I'm God's true example. Can you pay attention today? I got a book coming up this year called Jesus is Not a Drive-Thru. The bottom line is being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. I got to find another publisher. The last one's kind of slowing down, so it's choice. Maybe you know somebody who can help me too. What a concept. You see, I think you're stuck. Let's get you past go. Let's show you part of the Lamborghini collection. Let's show you a Duffy. Let's show you mansions worth millions of dollars and how white men do jump and stupid people say we don't. And then for more Lamborghinis, simple, race boats in the backyard, helicopters, U-Docks, yachts, and Ferraris. I show a couple goodies I obtained. Would you like some goodies too? I call it Ray's Rules. Simple. And I created my blueprint at 9.5 years old. See it, believe it, go get it. Simple. Your problem is you. Bottom line is credit repair. That's the biggest fraud bullshit I ever saw in my life. They're going to get a magic wand. You screw up, they're just going to write a stupid letter, not mine, not late. The 4 credit repair companies, the largest ones that are full of crap, been indicted 3 or 4 times each. Reality is Federal Trade says credit repair is a fraud. They can't collect money up front. Why don't you find out what you can do for you? Why don't you Google Section 611 and find out what you can do starting today? Now, if you got an open collection account, you can't rip off your creditor. You got to man up and woman up, pay your bill, or negotiate it. If you truly want a 750, here's all you got to do. I set up the system years ago too. All we do is negotiate any open collection account and all cards at 25, 29%, but 2 in a rapid refresh. Now you got a 750. What are you going to do? You can learn the KISS method to keep it simple, stupid, and go be a CFO for a corporation too. Let's give you the first 25 steps today. Is that okay with you? All right, here's got Intuit, Credit Karma. Well, they bought it on December 3rd, 2022. Okay, or 2020, I'm sorry. And now they still have no phone number to help you. That's okay. Why don't you let me personally analyze your credit? I'll personally analyze it, okay, because I have to, because I want to. And I'm going to show you exactly how I can get you to 750 in 90 working days. But I need you to listen and pay attention. I have 10 classes live on Saturday. The one at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time, Analyzation Education. I'm going to call case numbers in rotation. Now, here's the application you didn't pay attention to. It's an SS5 in the corner there from IRS. And this is the name to be shown on card, full name of birth, other than above. So you did an SS5 form to get your SSN, or mommy did it for you, to create a 1040 tax return. If you look at your card today in your purse or wallet, it'll say usually do not laminate, do not carry with you, and no use for ID purposes, and property assessment administration, not you. So again, you got the SSN, not for credit purposes, for the 1040 tax return. And that's what it was for. Your first job years ago, probably some of you a long time ago, you thought they were ripping you off. Where's my money? And then they pointed out the IRS gets their cut, you get the leftover. See, you got to pay tax before you get the lever to survive on the leftover. That's what makes us ducks and sheep. Because you forgot we have a constitutional right. That's your fault. All right, we the people, 14th Amendment, Supreme Court, corporation's a legal person. So we basically joined together and we filed an SS what? We filed basically the SS what? 4. And what do we get to do? File one tax return and almost never pay tax again. You can learn to play. So what do? You get one SSN, we're all ducks and sheep, and 9 out of 10 people screw that up every day. And then over here is a corporation, they sue the corp, they just sue you. If you don't have divisions process, you're gonna bring the pain home again and again. And that's not acceptable for me. I wanna make sure you know how to play. So understand something today. You can become that certified CFO. So let's play. Is that okay? Let me rebuild you in your SSN because you did it wrong anyway. So then you can be a CFO for the corp and the divisions. Let's take an SS4 and teach you to play. And from there, you can be a double CFO and choose wisely from now on. Put your ducks in a row under the same corporate umbrella. Would that be okay if I repackage you my way? Because your way sucks. So there's that form SS5. Now we're going to compare SS5 to the SS4. Line 1, legal name of entity or individual person. Corporation, division, subsidiary. That's how banks and grocers and cities do this. But you can put your name on line 1. Because you don't dissect things and look behind the curtain and you accept what people tell you, you don't basically follow like ducks and sheep what you do. Let's look at this form some more. See, it actually says right there, banking and credit purposes. See, this is per entity. You understand entity? All right, you get a more chance to try. All right, as long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. Your corporation's doing 4 things only because I said so. You're going to buffer tax. No taxes due till you're profitable. If you keep growing your business, you're not going to be profitable. All right, and if you made profit, the line of credit's above what you brought in, like Mr. Buffett, Mr. Bezos, Mr. Musk too. Understand something today, corporate credit, it's all a damn write-off. From there, we get fleet price and cars and free buffet. And that's all the corporation gets to do. Your divisions are your ducks. Line of defense with no intent to do fraud. They're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price. Multiple credit reports, and if real estate, we can separate liability. Remember, you got to write this down. Can't take a picture. Divisions give you the line of defense. So each entity's own separate credit report instantly through my system. So I'm going to guarantee exactly what I say I can do for you, 100%. I will not let you down. The only thing that's going to happen is if you let yourself down. Don't blame anybody. Take responsibility for you doing something stupid. Okay? You have to be part of the program. You got to pay attention. You got to go to class, not following your what. Violation is jacking up cards and applying during the program. I add history to you, corporate divisions, and if you crash the rapid rescore, I'm going to charge you a fee or close your case. If you make a mistake, own the mistake. Don't blame anybody else. So if you got a collection account, negotiate the damn thing. Past can't chase future. IRS, they have a form too called 656, a 433 A and B. So we can find solutions for almost everything we're trying to do. So let's understand today. Here's that 750 waiting for you. If you allow me to analyze you, I can tell you personally from my mouth to your ears what needs to be done. Rapid rescore. If you do exactly what I tell you to do, I will guarantee you a 750 and above, period, every time. But you have to be part of the program. You have to pay attention. Here's a nice lady who doesn't have bad credit. She has advice from her attorney, CPA, and banker saying use half her credit cards. That's called dumb, dumb, and dumber. No green lights in a 651. Rapid rescore, here's 745 and above. Just with the rapid, I pushed her up 132 points and create green lights. Nice couple, tricked by a couple that were bankruptcy attorneys. They never even file bankruptcy. Unless they're garnishing your wages or taking your house today or tomorrow, you don't ever file bankruptcy, in my opinion, too. So again, I got him an unsecured credit card to rebuild them. 11 collection accounts. He's all screwed up. Here's $3,000, help balance your debt. So if you let me rebuild you, rapid rescore, you get your butt to class online every Saturday, every chance you can. The goal is a 750 score. Now, I charge $999 for my classes and to do all the work for you too. But then I give you a $1,000 card back to you. You can reimburse yourself, so it's actually free. From there, during the broadcast, I discount it to $499. I give you half price. I haven't had a paycheck for 30 years. Why would I want one? Heck, I don't even have a bank account. So the reality is very simple. All right, it's $499 with the $500 card if you did it while I'm live with you today. Now, again, here's Zelle, Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@raisecredit.com, bank transfer, deposit, or wire, or you can call the office at 800-254-9506, and you can basically say, I'm on Ray's webinar. I want the half price now. So if you build basically, you give me referrals, I'll build more credit for you. If one, I'll actually Zelle you 10% for your referral, as long as they name your name when they sign up. If not, they blew it for you. You might want to email me their name and phone number so you can get credit for that too. From there, here's your biggest mistake. You got so many, it's ridiculous. You were sold on the national mailing list. And what happens is, because you're a voter like me, they sell that list 412 times a year. And then you have a cable bill, you have a corporation. Why don't you call 888-567-8688? Opt out for 5 years, get off the damn mailing list. Is that okay? Next, like I said, number one, you got to plan the problem. You allowed one of your friends and family member to rip you off. You loaned them money. People who get free anything don't respect it. They always come back, I'm sorry. Who gives a crap about I'm sorry? They didn't respect it. Then you spent thousands on crap that didn't work. So we have to take safety credit and do it my way. Sticky. Got it? Sticky. We put the limit. We maintain 25%. Always. We don't go past 29% the way it was designed years ago. There's a line of defense. All dashboards finally are correct. 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. That sticky will give you the discipline you've been lacking all along. There's step number 5 for you today. So let's understand. All right, this crap about you jacking up cards is called stupid. It stops today. You don't do it anymore, ever again. Now let's understand something. Your house and car do not make your credit score fluctuate unless you don't pay them. You have literally 2 cards that do not fluctuate at all, and you can max them out to $1 million. Paid over time limit as well, as long as you maintain the damn payment. So now you got rules and tools, and we're screwing up the score once I get you to 750 and above. What most people do when they lose their job, have an emergency, simple. They run out of time, they run out of money, they can't wait to go jack up their damn credit cards and blame everybody else and tell everybody, feel sorry for me. That crap stops today. You need $5,000 now. Go ask your friends and your family in the bank. See, when you need it, the answer is no, you don't need it. Here's some more. So let's take a $5,000 card in my hand. The payment is $50 a month. What the average person wastes every other day, they can maintain a $5,000 safety credit card. The average person wastes $140 a week. That's $600 a month. If I take $50,000 off a corporate credit card, I get to write it all off. And the payment is $612.26, what the average person wastes and pisses away in a given month. During a pandemic, you can buy 2 pizza restaurants using some common sense. Oh, white men do jump, just stupid people say we don't. Nixon took the gold standard out. Write down Ray's rules now. 2 cards, $50,000 each. Don't forget your sticky. See, from now on, nothing gets screwed up in your family or corporation. I don't want you to have any intent to do fraud, but I want you to protect you and your family from now on. So let's understand. The 29% utilization is give you $71,000 safety. The only thing that would ever screw up would be a division, not the corp and your family. The stuff you've done in the past, that crap stops. Here's your cake and eat it too. Step number 7, Ray's rules. Become a certified CFO. Never bring the pain home. Got it so far? As we play the game, we want to win. So let's understand again. Here I am in a coma. Would you Google the address? July 5th, 2009, I get to die and come back and help you. I wish I could have jumped up and said boo and scared the hell out of him. Oh, well, what can I say? From here, I've been in 2 comas in my life. First one, I used my face as a break on Delane Street in Torrance. Crippled for life. Jesus said, get up. I got up. Last one, I got to die and come back and help you. See, I believe the devil's trying to hold us back and knock us down. But God's delays aren't God's denials. You got to play. So I like to repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. Would that be okay if you listen to me and I get to tell you what to do and you don't get to think? Because I want you to understand that corporation's a legal person. I learned at 7.5. What did you do? From there, the lack of knowledge that makes people do stupid things. How many stupid things have you done? If you knew me years ago, would you have screwed up? Where you been? I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years. Helping Hand Industry, 9.5. Now, here's the division process. That means every credit card, everything you do, every building, every car, whatever, I'm going to break it down for you. I want you to master, disconnect, isolate, incorporate. You have properties. What if someone slips and falls, wants to screw you and sue you and mess it up for you? Each entity is allowed to have supply and basically cash credit. So let's understand today, corporation says it's a legal person. Anything below is a legal person too. So we get to play. Now, I did build $1 million of credit for my cat to prove my point. Was at the Bonaventure. Inc. magazine came to interview me too, and I said use plastic to finance your business, and that's what they did. I like you to have 9 divisions. Can you write that down, please? I build a corporate umbrella for you. Would that be all right? So let's understand what I get to do. As an affiliate in my system that I set up years ago for personal and business credit, okay, and I set up a lot of things that you use every day. So let's understand. I'm allowed to take a tax ID, put it in my system. It allows me to create a cash report, Experian, Change, and Equifax instantly. It doesn't take 3 years like you did for your screw up, what you did for you. And then I want to line you up after you get basic credit cards money. I like to line you up for checkbook money. So as we play 9 divisions up to $1 million and then 41 up to $5 million too as we play. Before we go any further, again, write down, I want you to check the corporation you have today if you have one. Check Secretary of State. See, your name's on that as the founder, the incorporator, officer of state information. When that corporation is sued, because it's right there, they're going to sue you. You brought down the pain home. You could be innocent all day long. Nobody gives a damn. Their retainer up to 25 to 50,000 is going to kill you. They're going to tear apart your life. So I want you to understand today, when they told me to put my ducks in a row as a kid, they were a bunch of dummies. They didn't know how, so I created a system for them too, just like I am for you. Corporation gets sued, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep, that sucks. You build the line of defense like banks and grocery stores and cities do. You don't bring the pain home to your family, it's not acceptable. Here's my dashboard. Experian, Change, and Equifax. Now let's watch what I get to do. I get to take a tax ID and I get to build credit reports instantly. You don't get this, do you? All right, corporation, division, or subsidiary. So that means a person, a corporation, a division, a subsidiary. I can build instant credit files in a minute, okay? And that's the biggest problem. You don't understand how to play the game. So if we do this, maybe you just don't get it yet. Instant cash report. So we get to play. Now I know everyone's got a sad story. Nobody gives a crap. Come on. I ate out of a trash can at 3 that walked around like I was a piece of shit. Okay, nobody gave a damn about me. What happened after the coma? I sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. I had 12 garage sales in Huntington Beach. I got cited 3 times. So let's get off our ass and let's go get it and knock off the crap. A whiny baby stuff doesn't do it. Corporations can build itself for the cash credit. We got to take away all the damn excuses. I designed up to $250 per entity. Every card I get you, I want to go get 9 more if you want me to, up to $1 million. And I charge the daisy chain one card $1,000 per card. Now, they offer authorized user. They offer division card. Okay, they offer line of credit. You need a division of you to put it in the right bank account too. So because you're going to use it for business purposes. So a division. If I put in my system your tax ID, or when I get you 2000 of history, it starts the credit report instantly. From there, we charge $499 per division, 3 for $14.97. There's your Zelle once again. Again, bank transfer, deposit, or wire, or you call the office to use a debit card too. Very simple. Now, divisions. All right, you need to realize something right now. Okay. All right, you need to file divisions. Your third quarter is now. You just start third quarter, you have March, June, September, December. Okay, so need to file divisions now, quarters now, because I need you to get to 2 years. If it's filed now, before the end of this month, all right, we're going to be able to classify January 1st as 2 years. That's what they require for checkbook money for the corporation too. So we take this corporation, manages and entities, stop bringing the pain home, put your ducks in a row, let me repackage you a same corporate umbrella. What do we get to do? A division. All right, why did I set it up? I want to bring the pain home like you. All right, see, I'm one of the few, not one of the many. I want you to start being that too. Now, divisions are what? The line of what? Defense. As we do this, let's understand. There are procedures that I want you to master. And again, you need to write it down. You cannot take a picture or videotape me because I said so. Number one, get the tax ID. I'll get it for you. I will build your credit reports under tax ID. This means Experian, Chandra, and Equifax. I will build you up to cash credit up to $1 million. The car will be registered to a division. All right, so you're no longer a duck or sheep. Real estate, franchise, okay, line of defense. From here, the goal is never bring the pain home ever again. And what we get to do, receive money. Receive money on the tax ID, no taxes due till you're profitable. Your SSN is like a joke, okay? The joke's on you. There's 89 ways how to use a division, by the way. 89 ways. And I wrote the book on that too. So let's remember division is giving us the line of defense. So I want you to focus on that because anything screws up from now on, it's a division, not the corp, not your family. You quit bringing the damn pain home because it's ridiculous. You followed stupid and did stupid, and you're not stupid. It pisses me off that this world is so screwed up, and I got solutions for all of it. Experian, Chandra, and Equifax, tax ID, instant crash reports, instant. I'm allowed to build these in seconds in a dashboard. And you got to quit being you because you suck. You bring the pain home. Not acceptable. So remember, maybe you just don't get it. It's instant reports today. That's all we got to do. All right, division of me. Car, building, all right, house, money, daisy chain credit. So let's understand. These two things right here, I need you to master and put it in your brain. This is where you screw up. SS5 form. That is for the 1040 tax return, SSN. The SS4 we have to look at. So if we stand here today or sit here today and we look at this, here we're tax, and probate when we're dead, all right, and we have to live on the leftover. Rich and famous people, they don't have to pay tax because their tax ID allows them to pay all the bills first and pay tax on the leftover. So isn't it about time you learn how to play and quit being stupid? And you're not stupid. I don't understand stupid. Do you understand stupid yet? If you did exactly what I told you to do and let me rebuild you, you're going to balance the score and you're not going to screw up anymore. Simple. I wanted a Rolex. No, I actually didn't. Going to the Bonovich or driving a $4 million Ferrari or $1 million Lamborghini and some ding dong. Where's your Rolex, Ray? So what did I do? I set up a division for jewelry. I got it at wholesale price. They overnighted it to me. I got to pay in 30 days. Okay. So from there, I borrowed on the watch I did not own. Next, I basically paid the invoice when it was due. And then I basically used the extra money to pay for the watch I did not own. See a division? Car, fully priced tax ID division is not the way to play the game versus you write it all off. My first car was a Quintas Lamborghini. From there, I got him his first dump truck. And what did he do? Millions a year. See, the registered owners on the Lamborghini's division. Which one you like? There's 20 of them anyway. So the boat and the race car, divisions. All right, building one card up to $1 million, charge $1,000 a daisy chain a card. It's amazing. I can take one card for 100,000, get you $1 million, and you give me $1,000 pocket change, and now you have $1 million. See, this is like ridiculous if you don't do it. From there, if you want the 41 divisions, and that's $190,000 a month cash flow, it's in the books. Become the bank in buckets of money. From there, sell products on Amazon and eBay. From there, we got to get checkbook money per division. Now, this stupid attorney, and I'm sorry, a lot of attorneys, I pass the bar too, but hell, I don't drink. A lot of stupid attorneys, I'm sorry. They don't understand how to be an entrepreneur. Betty here got a duplex. He had her put it in the corporation. If they duplex, anybody sues, they sue her and the corporation, she loses everything, and they come after her personally. So I transferred to divisions of a corporation. We did it Ray's way, okay? So let's understand, what did we do? Duplex, I put it into a division, each unit into a different subdivision. I'm going to show you exactly what I need you to do to pay attention and never bring the pain home again. So all of a sudden from here, if A sues, we don't have to lose B. If B sues, I lose A. And no matter what we do, Betty's not the duck. Being the duck sucks. It's called stupidity. So here we go. Here's a corporation, all right, and a duplex. How many divisions do I need? You need 3. 1 for the duplex and 2 for the lease agreements. Again, learning to play. So if you understand how to play, I'm going to teach you to get to million to billion. So as we play, house, 1 division, duplex 3, fourplex 5. Again, from there, you want to fix up a property. You want to buy carpet wholesale price, it's a division. Appliances, fixtures, and wood, it's a division. As we play the game under the corporate umbrella. From there, you want to get residual income. Properties are divisions. Property and building, you want to buy one of those and dissect it into pieces. They're divisions. Assignment of mortgage, you want to buy a business. It's a division with a guarantee back to you. From there, my closet divisions save my ass. I die in a coma. I get to come back, find out someone stole everything in my life. What did I do? Go home and go boo-hoo-hoo? I took out my 5 closet divisions. I've been building credit to every one of these. Simple. And I build another $1 million of credit. So if you don't get a division at $4.99 or 3 for $14.97, I'm sorry, that's called stupid. The office usually sell them for $1,000 each. So if you want me, I'll create that tax ID in the system, and I'll make sure you understand the division process even more. And you go to one of my division classes too, instant credit reports. So there's your Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Or from here, you can always call the office at 800-254-9506. Use a debit card or credit card. So when I give you money, please do me a favor. Loan out some money. I put in my book years ago, Cash Flow Freedom of Time, paid 45 years ago, winning the game of business. I invented Homestead Block or UCC1 Chattel Mortgage. So you could actually enhance your paycheck or replace it if you want to. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? How many goodies would you like? I like you to have $1 million of cash cards and $5 million in checkbook money. Would that be okay if we learn to play my way? Making a money-making machine. So let's think. There's that attorney and his dummy stuff he did. Think about it once you see it again and again. I don't want you bringing the pain home, ever. How about 100,000 to 1 million? Supply and vendor credit. We don't pay a bill up to 90 days. It's the OPM way. And basically it's done in Bradstreet. I wrote the rules for that too. Why don't we sell on Amazon and eBay? Would that be okay? Now, understand. I rebuild you here. Bill card, $750. You don't screw up anymore. Now in the corporation, I like to get you one of my favorite 10 cards. Here's one of the, I'll show you 5 right now. They basically the Spark card times 9. That could be up to $1 million. How about B of A times 9? How about Wells Fargo times 9? How about InCard times 9? How about Gold Card times 9? That's up to $5 million right there. We can't forget about checkbook money. Checkbook money is very simple. All banks give you an unsecured line of credit up to $150, as long as you got a 2-year corporation and a 720 score. So we get to play. Now here's my 5 favorite banks for you. Is that okay? my 5. There's other ones too. So understand divisions. Each division is entitled to 150,000 of checkbook money. That could be up to $5.4 million. If you like to play, let me know yet. If you don't have a 2-year corp, wait till next year, or I have a couple left in stock. The office called them, they're $9.99. If you did it during a live webinar, you get half price for $4.99. But again, you have to basically Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire, or call the office at 800-254-9506. Now, I got specialty classes too. I have 10 classes on Saturday, 6 o'clock in the morning till 5, all live. Now, basically understand something. They rotate. This Saturday at 8:30 in the morning is nonprofit. We're going to talk about nonprofit, and I charge $9.99 for all specialty classes in rotation for 90 days, or $4.99 per class. And what happens today, we're going to talk about 501c3 exemption come this Saturday and grant money. Now, this crap's got to stop. You got to quit jacking up your credit scores, especially when you have 2 cards that help you balance your debt. Just get the right cards and learn the rules and tools. Don't bring the pain home ever again, because you're not allowed to. Every application for cash credit requires a certified CFO. So from now on, you're going to master borrow money is not taxable. You're going to get your lifetime income, buy that as well. And what's going to happen is you're never going to screw up the corp and your family, because you'll do it through a division process. They're the ducks and the sheep. That is your cake and eat it too. All right, Ray's rules, become a certified CFO. Never bring the pain home. Got it so far? So if I gave you $1 million check today, what would you do? I'll bet you put it in your personal bank account. You only get to keep $375. I would have told you put in the corporation, pay all the bills first, then pay tax on the leftover. From there, we have to master the United States of America Incorporated. They got 50 corps called states. States got corps called cities. They invented Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. And what happens? They bankrupt the dead state of business. See, you could do the same thing as long as you have no intent to do fraud. You could play step number 9 today. Why don't you Google bankruptcy? That way you can learn the SSN versus SS4. Who's going to be the duck the next time blank hits the fan in your life? There's your choice. As we play, let me add you to my credit system. I can build you $1 million of cash credit. All right. You got to go to class, not fall in your, you know what, and you got to pay attention. From there, here's the starter package. If you have a corporation, we can build the one you've got. National average right now is $2,900 for a damn piece of paper when they're actually free. If you pay an attorney, CPA, and incorporating service, that's called stupid. But that's just my opinion. Rebuild your credit, rapid score. Articles also list tax ID free if you don't have them. Setup in level 1 is every Wednesday and Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time with me, live. Very simple. We're going to charge you $999, and we're going to give you $5,000 of cash credit. We're going to add history, analyze you, and start building credit right away as you learn to be the certified CFO. So there you go. Now, if you call the office right away or Zelle, you get that discount today. Again, office is 800-254-9506 or Zelle. Very simple to do. So beat your doubt, run your race. Kind of get out of my way, please. Let me rebuild you, because I think you do it wrong anyway. So again, what do we get to do? Getting past go. I think you're stuck. So God's gift, the mansions in the harbor, the race boats and the yachts too, helicopters, Lamborghinis, and buildings. I would like you to change your driver's license to a P.O. box or mail-in address, please. But again, that's up to you. Next, we have to look at your car you drive today. See, the car you drive today, you let them sweat you for 5 hours, treat you like a duck and a sheep, and you put up with that. 9 inquiries and up to $10,000 loss plus that. It's not how you buy a car. A car is fleet price, tax ID division. There's a car. Now, the house, you don't put 2 people on the loan ever. That's kind of dumb. You don't create a loan to value for 2 people. Car shouldn't be your car. Lose the house, lose the car. Don't worry, the creditor will give you shitty credit and report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So now you have double shitty credit because you didn't plan the problem too. Division, register owner for the car. You got choices today to plan the problem. Next, we get to play the division, again, registered owner of the car. as we play. Every property you play with today, I want it as a division. You see, if you don't do it that way, when they slip and fall, they're going to sue you and screw you up. Your paycheck should be offset in your houses. Your house payment offset your taxes. Amazon didn't pay tax on the first 10 billion to trillion. Now there were 2 trillion. They're just playing the game. They know how to play. There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. He used basically a line of credit to buy Twitter, and I think he's twiddly-dee and twiddly-dum. I don't think he's as smart as people think he is. That's just my opinion, by the way. And from there, he's got a spaceship. The other 2 have spaceships too. You could join the club and learn to win the battle if you want to. Step 15, 10 more to go. You see all those goodies they get? They get to write it off too. But again, this is your choice if you want to join the club. Companies don't pay tax. Why the hell would they do that? They know how to play. Your problem is you don't know how to play today. You're going to learn through me. Carl has a line of credit for $1.2 billion. Doesn't max it out, but it offsets his taxes for $1 billion. Disney, they wrote an IOU on themselves and offset taxes on $1 billion in front of the world. If you take a little bit of the credit that I build you, and you play at Cook Island, Island of Man in Panama, that could actually change your life too, international business. Why? Because if you're thinking about not getting your defensive circle in the United States of America, great place, but they're kind of a little screwed up right now. I mean, we have a dinosaur as president, okay? The reality is you got some choices today as you play the game. So let's understand, pay tax by a Lamborghini. Your paycheck, what? It's taxable income? The leftover, you pay car payment, gas registration, insurance? Won't you yell no? Drive a company car like I do. It'd make more sense, but that's up to you too. Step 17. Now let's get an SS4 today. Why don't you go to irs.gov? It's free. You'll see it says banking and credit purposes. Let's raise rules. I want you to play and never bring the pain home. You'll find out you never had to be a duck or a sheep. You chose to follow dumb and you end up doing dumb. Sorry, that's what happened to you. Mama, she signed the SS5 form within an hour and a half to 2 hours when the baby was born. Ever since Nixon took the gold standard out, everything to me is rules and tools. Escrow, close, homestead, trust. You have a house not in a trust, so they sue you, they kind of screw you up. Sorry to say. Oh, when you die, you get stuck in a probate, your family got diddly squat. See, when you hire someone to fix up your properties, and then they hire the subcontractor that stands outside Home Depot, and they slip and fall and cut corners, what do? They sue you and screw you up too. My way, they get diddly squat. Why not? Irrevocable trust too. Basically, it's going to be up to you to learn to play. Step 19. These idiots who don't pay tax and they want to be tax protesters, go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. Very simple to do. Don't pass go. No, don't collect your $200 and pay $5,000 to $5 million in fines. Simple. You see, you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. They have a phone call 656 to get yourself back in the system. But there's step 20 for you. As we play, why don't we turn around and buy an OPM money, 70% discount? You don't pay a bill up to 90 days. You take $200,000 from an escrow, you leverage it to $15 million. And borrow money is not taxable. We set up the line of defense. By the way, that's step 21 called blackjack. Now you get to win. Is that okay with you? So let's understand. The Ray Reynolds University, up to $1 million a day, 2009 locations, 3 other states too. I come back after a coma and everything I had is dead. He's gone. What am I going to do? Go boohoo like you? Hell no. I took out my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. I took out my 5 closet divisions and I built another $1 million of credit. Why would I stay down like you? That kind of sucks, doesn't it? So let's understand step 22. We're going to play 1,000 steps to millionaire. If you don't have the Millionaire's Founders Kit, it's simple. It's free as long as you basically do it for $99. That covers shipping and handling, by the way. And if you ever want the real estate system, financial system, today it's $199 because you get to learn to play, because you get properties like this and like this and like this and backyards like this. You see the buckets of money book and become the bank. But that's $199 if you Zelle, or call the office right away too. So let's play. I'm online basically 6 days a week, live. All right, credit, loan money. that first 100,000 should get up to 1.5 and get you residual income for up to 50,000 a month. So maybe you do Section 8s. All right, your biggest problem, sorry to say, it's you. Don't think, just do. So as we make this correctly in the right way, leveraging money, 100,000 to 1 million, it's OPM money. All right, and we use Dun & Bradstreet system that I wrote years ago to sell products on Amazon or eBay. Now, if you don't have this package, get one of them. From here, Laurie workshops for 90 days. Today is $9.99 for you. Ultimate Goal, here's lines of credit too. From there, if you want personal blueprinting calls, and if you want me to build you $1 million, I'll do that too. But again, it's $100,000, 45,000 of bonuses, and you get $50,000 paid in full, 30,000 no bonuses, or 10,000 down. And you can do that as well if you want to, and pay as you go, every monthly payment. So the next thing we will get to do, stop the way you do life, please. The reruns, they've got to stop. Build credit and be an investor. The ultimate goal is going to be up to you as you do this right away. All right, the ultimate goal. So let's understand today, this package here is $25,000. And the ultimate goal, all you have to do is call the office. All right, 800-254-9506. Remember, a corporation's a legal person. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too.